stream thus far. Some of you are really late in the day. I'm just getting started, just leaving the house. We are going to go meet with Jesus, aka Jesus. Jesus. And then we are going to roll out to one of the doctor's houses and see what's going on over there with the window leak that has been persistent. I tried to re-caulk it for him some time ago, but that is not relieve the situation. So going back, taking Jesus with me. We'll see if we can't make some headway there. We'll see if we can't make some headway there. Hang tight, I'm gonna try to clean this screen up a little bit here. Yeah, I feel like that's a little better. I feel like that's better. I do. I'm so hungry too, man. I hadn't eaten since like 4 o'clock yesterday or something. 7 a.m. today. Absolutely starving. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello. I see that maybe some people came. Hello. Good morning. Sorry, I was in the gas station. Who has joined me this morning? What's up, people? Riza, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Twin. Hello, Twin. Tippid Chi. Hello, Tippid. Like, Tippy, you ain't never been to my live streams or something. Craig Stevens, what's cracking, me? I went to the Tall Girls live stream yesterday, expecting to see you, homie. I went there to see you. I did, it's true. I was thinking to myself, where's this dude Craig been, bro? Where is Craig hiding at? I said, Craig's a little too tall to hide, man. Like, how is this dude just missing? Where's he at? What's up, man? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. We are going to discuss new Pookie over at one of the buildings here with Jesus, aka Jesus. Jesus. What's that say? Around the city. Yes, twin. Look, we had the blinking red lights. All the power went out like 3 o'clock this morning for like 2 minutes. Like, everybody was down. But it was just for 2 minutes. It was just for 2 minutes. So after we do the Pookie thing, then we're gonna go over to one of the doctor's house and try to track down a water leak going on. Mommy Laney, ¿cómo está acá? I hope you're doing good. We got sealant, concrete sealant pulling away, like where sidewalks moved and stuff. And so we'll have to get the expansion joints dug out, all the expansion materials replaced, and then we will have to re-caulk it. They use a special material for that, like called an MP1, like a self-leveling type stuff. It's all over all the sidewalks, pretty much everywhere, all the buildings and stuff, pretty much everywhere. But this particular one, we're having too much movement on the sidewalks, and it's pulling all the stuff apart, so. Find out how this goes. We got to get a bid for it, so I'm gonna walk Jesus around real quick on the live stream with Jesus, make sure he's familiar with what I want, then he'll come back with a price in a couple days for it and get it knocked out. I will charge the doctors 10% for my involvement in it, given it's outside of my actual realm of duties. So they'll probably get a little 10% charge against whatever the cost is. Which is a fantastic rate. General contractors charge 25%. General contractors usually pull a lot more, so. It's an alright day. It's a little cold. It's 45 degrees out. And you're exactly right. We have all the colors changing in the trees right now. We are definitely into fall, so we got all the reds and yellows and dark greens and light greens. It's looking really nice. It's alright. We also have vagrants in the road walking with their shopping carts. There's one now. That's a sweet deal. Love that. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Oh, no, that's not a vagrant. He actually has some work. He must have went around stealing flowers. He got a shopping cart filled with flowers. And let me guess, he bought all those to sell them. I believe it. I believe it. And here we are at Waterside. And nobody knows where Jesus is. Of course, he's not here. Jesus is on straight up Mexican time. Jesus is on Mexican time. You ever know anybody on Mexican time, bro? I imagine Craig has. Craig does. Mitch Lee, hello. ¿Cómo está acá, Mitch Lee? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I ain't really talking about doing everywhere, Craig. I'm talking about just doing my problem spots. Good morning, Mitch Lee. ¿Cómo está acá? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing fantastic. So take care, ladies. Take care, Craig. Appreciate you stopping in. We're at one of the buildings, Mitchley, where we're waiting on a contractor to show up. Merry Christmas to you. It's almost your birthday. 10 days? Is that what? Is that right? 10 days? 8 days? Is that right? Almost your birthday and then almost Christmas. Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. I haven't wrapped my gifts yet. I gotta go wrap those. Gotta go wrap them. That's all right. I'm extra good at wrapping. My gifts look like I took them to a professional to have them wrapped. And the girls all told me they didn't like my setup over here, which is BS. Now I gotta go change it. They didn't like the way I put the wreaths out. You see, I put one wreath at the very end over there facing out. You kind of see it next to the fence there. There's 2 more wreaths on the fence. I had all 3 of them across there, and then they were like, blah, blah, when I moved them. Yep, happy holidays. More holidays by myself. It's pretty much how I spend all my time. You can see the fall back here, though. You see all the trees losing their leaves and stuff, turning colors. Even ours right here. They're baby, but they're growing. I think those dudes gave us a bunch of shit trees, to be real honest with you. 8 days more to go. Oh, are you excited? What'd you ask for your birthday? I know you asked for something. What do you want for your birthday? What are you looking for? Uh-huh. Yep. Everybody wants something. What do you want? I want Jesus to come on. Hold on, please. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I trust we're back on the live stream now. It's working and all that. You have snow there in your place, sir? Sometimes. Not every year, and not right now, but sometimes we have snow. We didn't get really any snow last year, just 1 day or 2 days of it. But in 2021, we got 30 days of it, and we were at 0 degrees for 30 days. So it does happen. Right now, we're not cold enough for snow. So 46 is not cold enough for snow. We got to be at like 32. And then we'll get snow. But we do get cold. We get cold every year. And I really hate the cold. I can't stand the cold. And I think Jesus is running late as usual. He's on Mexican time. Mexican time. Yes, up north. If you want to, you could pull up a United States map and you can pretty much cut us in half from top to bottom. And the top half gets snow. Oklahoma gets snow, which is just north of us, but you got to keep in mind how big America is. So just for a point of reference, the state that I live in, Texas, is 2.5 times the size of the Philippines by itself. So 2.5 times the amount of land as the Philippines. Yeah, Minnesota is getting crushed with snow, and it's also filled with Somalis, people from Somalia who don't like America, but they're sitting here anyway because they don't get their asses blown up. Yo, what up, Jeff? They get a chance to survive and they get a chance at a future, but they don't like it here. Super cool to have those people around. They hate us, but they're here specifically in Minnesota. Yep, Minneapolis, Minnesota has been taken over by Somalis. That's exactly correct. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Not usually. Up in the north part of Texas, if you look at the map, we have a north panhandle that kind of jettisons up into Oklahoma. That area gets snow. So pretty much the top of Texas and up gets snow every year. The further north you go, the more snow. Of course, right? Like into Canada, they get snow every year too. Mary Vic, hello. Kumusta ka? Kumusta ka? I am fantastic. I'm waiting at a building for a contractor who's going to be late. And I can tell that already because he's basically already late. He should be here right now. And he's not. Twin B. He's on Mexican time. That's what we call it, Mexican time, because they don't ever show up on time. They work and stuff. They get the jobs done and stuff, but not on time. So I'll get a phone call or a text here in a minute. Oh, I'm on my way. Yeah, that's how that'll go. I'm fine. How are you? Can I see your face? Mostly. Here's my face. I don't know if it's worth looking at today. Maybe it's better other days. I don't know. Yes, the contractor is late. I'm the only one here. I am the only one here. Thank you. And I don't have a text message from him, so he always has me just sitting around. I'm going to start charging this motherfucker for me sitting around for him all the damn time. 8 means 8 to me. It doesn't mean anything else. It doesn't mean 7:30. It doesn't mean 8:15. The shit means 8, bro. 8. What's up, twin? How you been? I hope you're doing good. I scrolled through your live stream yesterday. You was chatting and chatting. I didn't want to interrupt you, so I did my little like thing, and then I was like, I better run. Twin will be mad if I start talking trash in here. Where is this contractor at? Oh my God, we have a 9 a.m. that we got to make too. So if he's late to this, we'll be late to that. See, originally he's scheduled here for 9 a.m. But when I added going and looking at that doctor's job, he was like, well, can we meet over here at 8? And I said, yeah, sure. Nah, he ain't going to be here now. Now his ass ain't here. Now it's just me. Now it's just me. Suppose I'll sit here. That's great. Then he always kind of wonders what my problem is. I'm always like, why do you have me sitting here, motherfucker? You should be waiting on me. I'm bringing money to you. You're not doing me any real favors. There's a billion people out there that'll do this work for me. What's up, Gus? What's cracking, my dude? You doing all right? I'm waiting on a contractor, Gus. I spend half my life waiting on contractors, and it's always irritating as fuck. It's irritating. I don't know if you guys are more patient than me, but I am so far from patient. Oh, good. That's good to hear, man. How's the temperature over there? Is it snowing there? Mitchley, I also lived in Georgia for a while. It snowed more in Georgia than it does in Texas, which is really odd. It's on the same latitude or longitude or whatever it's called. Like if you look directly right of Texas on the map, there it sits. Yeah, I know, Gus, man. I'm just still tired of dealing with it. I want to deal with people who want to be on time. I probably need to find me a different paint crew or something, because this guy seems to take advantage sometimes. I don't like it. I don't like it. Homie ain't even out of bed, or I would have gotten a text by now. The homie's not out of bed. See, I could have stopped and got breakfast if he'd have been late, you know, and just said, hey, Bruce, I'm going to be late. I'll be like, shit, I'll stop and get this breakfast. But now I'm just waiting. 43 and sunny. We're 46 and it's like gray out. And it's 8. I mean, the sun should be up, but we got clouds. We got clouds. Yes, Mitchley, Georgia. Now, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. And although I forget the city name of Gus will tell us. I don't know if it's like Fairview or something. I don't know why I think that. But what city are you in, Gus? So, Mitchley, of course, America, United States is the country. Then, like you guys have provinces, we have states. And then we have cities within the states. So Fort Worth, Texas is where I live. Fort Worth is the city. Texas is the state. Kind of like Cebu, Philippines, right? Lilburn. I don't know anything about that place. I've probably never even been there. Is that near Ackworth or what is it, Dalton? Marietta? I also lived in Kennesaw, Georgia. Kennesaw, Georgia, believe it or not, was probably one of the neatest places I've ever lived. In Kennesaw, Georgia, it was the law to own guns. Like they were like, protect yourself, protect your stuff, protect yourself. Stop waiting on us to get over there, protect your stuff. And lo and behold, there's not a whole lot of crime over there. So everybody's loaded. Everybody has a gun in their pocket, you know. So you don't go around jacking with people because everybody's got a gat. I don't know. I'm gonna punish them though. We're gonna see what the punishment should be. I'm gonna be like, you motherfucker, be on time. How come you're not 7 minutes early? Oh, here goes the text. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Here we go. Of course, because you haven't even left the house. I know where he lives too. He lives right down the street from here. It's nothing but a 5-minute trip from there. 35 miles north of downtown Atlanta. That's pretty good. Well, shit, you ain't but an hour from Stone Mountain. I really want to go there and go see this light show, the laser show. Well, the drone show, really. I think it's drone show now. But I really want to go see it, dude. I think every now and then they still run the laser shows. "35 miles north." Oh wow, you're really close. You're really close. Stone Mountain's so cool, dude. You still whippery? Gus, you still light on your feet? You still do things like go hike Stone Mountain? I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna see that shit. I'm gonna call you and be like, get off your ass, bro. You're coming with me. That's what's gonna happen, Gus. Oh wow, Mitchley, what part of Tampa? Do you know the city name that she lives in Tampa? Is it like Port Richey or Newport Richey? I almost bought a couple houses in Newport Richey 10 years ago. I was gonna buy 10 houses for 30 grand each, dude. 300,000. Ah, I got you, Gus. I got you. No sweat. Not hiking up that rock, are you? Uh-huh. That's okay. That's okay. I thought I better ask before I'm asking why you don't show up. Tampa, Florida, in Clearwater. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm very familiar with that area. I grew up south of there in Miami Beach, down at the very tip of Florida. That's where I grew up at. On the ocean. My God. There's this guy. Come on, let's go deal with this guy. Let's do this, huh? That's exactly right. Florida is right underneath Gus. He's like 8 hours from Tampa. Nah, I bet he's more like 12, but it's something like that.
Morning, Bruce.
What's up, dude? Why am I always on Mexican time with you, huh? Yeah, that's 9 minutes past 8. Oh my gosh. What's up, man?
Not much.
You ready to take a look at this work?
Yeah.
So, I'm not necessarily talking about out here
Mm-hmm.
at the curbs, but against the building is getting really bad. Listen, Ann, I want this done right too. I want the wood back in it.
Wood.
Wood expansion
Okay.
joint. where they are. If there's not one, then don't put one.
Don't
But there are a couple places specifically here that there is. And so, you know, I want the expansion joints done correctly.
Okay.
But like this whole damn line needs to come out. And you see what it's done over here. See what it's done over here. It's all separated. You see that? And it's got that piece of wood in it. The sidewalk has failed. You see it's broken right there. And it's broken right here. And it's sinking right here. You can see the dip.
For the stairs or what?
Fuck yeah, because they just poured a regular ass sidewalk. And then they didn't tie it into the fucking structure. So it's not like this. And if it is, it's breaking, you know, so that would probably explain the cracks. Like if you're tied in right there and then we have that hole right there, it's going to crack right off that like it has, right? And then here. And then the other thing to look at is this bow that's happening. You see it?
Oh yeah.
So I need to get no water going down in here. Yeah, don't lean on that shit. It's just screwed together. So I need all this removed. I need that cleaned out. And I think you're gonna need like 10 bottles of that shit over here, dude, that MP1. But this isn't the only spot either. So this whole thing. And what do you got? Like some 1x4s down in there, I think. I think that's what you're gonna find.
Yeah, but I should. This is like a plastic, right?
They put a plastic cap over it. They put a capper over that piece of wood.
Protect the wood, right?
Yeah, but that's super stupid. It's like, oh, we did extra job, but we didn't do the concrete right.
Concrete original is in here, right?
Yes. That's why it's all stretched out.
Isn't that like 3-4 inches?
Yeah, 4.
4 inches, right?
Oh, dude, I already told him this whole thing's going to fall off. I told him it's going to break us up there because 4 inches here is 6 up there.
Yeah.
It's super fucked, dude. So there's this run of it.
Corner to corner.
Yep. And since you're doing it, I would go ahead and do this run too, right here.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
So, you know, that is kind of complete. And, you know, again, the sidewalk is not my major concern. Maybe we come back and do that next year.
Okay.
But this year, that for sure. And I've got more over here that needs to be addressed. We'll just check it all real quick. You see like this corner's coming up.
Yeah.
So I would tell you, you know, that needs to probably be taken all the way to this door right here, you know, because it's starting right there. It's going to be right here. So, you know, do the full 6-8 foot of it. You see it happening here too. And then across here.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it looks like to me, you might as well do the whole damn thing. And you remember, that's why I said you're going to have to fill it in with extra silicone. You might have to go over it twice to get it done right. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the water is laying down in there. And it causes these to turn black. You see, and sure, you're supposed to do it like that, but it's not supposed to be a 1/2 inch. It's not supposed to be way the hell down in there. And the reason they do that is because people walk on it, right? So I get why they're doing it, but it's not supposed to have a damn finger of water there, you know. And so this is all fine right here, but I would do this whole run. If this was me, I would just do the whole run. And
corner to corner?
Yep. And then I would make sure to knock out these 2 joints right here.
That one?
this one, and that's it. Just the one joint. Yeah.
One?
Yep.
Not that one, right?
What's that?
What about that one?
Not at that.
fine.
The door and everything is fine over there, but from Trinity over to this corner, and then that expansion joint for sure. And what I'll do is next year, so I don't have to pay for it inside 1 year, so I can split up the job. Next year, we'll do the other portion of it, the stuff out here. Let's drive down to that little side over there. You don't want to walk back up here. You don't want to walk back up here. Sanders Jinsky, hello. Sorry, Jinsky, I'm working right now. You guys are coming along for my work, though. Gus, we'll use the pressure-treated expansion joint, but we'll use MP1 to seal it all off. To seal it all off. Most of it's in pretty good shape, but there's some places that it's not. There are some places that it's not. Same thing here, boss. And I even did a portion of this. You can see where I did it.
Oh yeah.
You can see the white boy version of it. This is what happens when you have a fucking white guy doing your work. So I did from here to this door. You want to come in and do that whole line right here. Just refresh it and stop right there.
Okay.
Right there at that corner. And I feel like the same thing's starting to happen on this end right here. So you might as well come on over.
Right.
Yep, that's exactly right. On this side over here, it's all aluminum.
Right.
Yeah, we could have put that on the house, but look what happens to the aluminum.
What happened? Oh, this is. Oh.
Look at that shit. We're getting water in behind that. I don't even know what to do with it. It's like it shrank or something. For those of you paying attention right now, that's what happens when you don't put the right pieces of aluminum in place, because you suck at your job. You had one job. Put the aluminum up. So here, same thing. See the sidewalks moving all over the damn place? See, we dropped 2 inches. Now you'll see that some of it was built that way. You see, and it hasn't separated or anything. But then you see, boom, we dropped, we sank, bloop, it sucked that stuff down. You can see the stretch marks in it over there, right? Like the little tiger stripes. But for me, I would say all this is kind of bad too. You know, you got a little bit that you could skip here. You know, this stuff over here, you're in pretty good shape. But you know, it's all gapped over there too. So, you know, to me, you can get away with skipping like this one, you know, and we can address it next year or something.
Okay.
But look right here. You see this? It's all fucked up. Sidewalk separating. They didn't tie this piece into this. See? See, they super sucked at everything. Dude, these dudes are so lucky that I was not their contractor, because I'd have just held their check. I'd have said, no, I'm not paying you. I'd have fucked them. It'd have been 50 grand too. The whole final check, which is like 1/3, I'd have said no.
How was the real lift?
2.5 years. It's exactly right. And it's because this fucking stupid ass retaining wall we built up here, you know? This fucking retaining wall and whatever they put in here is just dirt. It's all just sinking, dude. So we got to stop water from getting down in there, and then everything will kind of stabilize. But we got to stop water. And they don't understand that squirrels aren't good for buildings. They don't get
How
it, bro.
soon do you want the job?
How soon you want to do it?
Really busy right now.
I care about you being busy, bro. You got to do my work, bro.
No.
Well, you know, consider this. It still can't be done during the day. Some spots, like this side over here and that back up there, okay, but those two doors that are on the back up there and that staircase, they all get action.
Yeah.
So all the employees use those. You're going to have 50, 80 people walking through there. It's going to piss you off, you know, and one of them's going to step in the shit. It's going to happen. All right. Now, I ain't saying nothing bad about these girls, but they ain't looking at where they're walking. They're nice girls. They don't give a shit about any of that stuff. They're going to step in it, and then it's going to be our fault. It's not going to be their fault they stepped in the goopy stuff with the cone around it and the tape and all that shit and the signs. It's not going to be their fault. It's going to be our fault. So,
Well, we need to check the weather, you know.
yep, you got to be above
All
40.
depends on the weather's too.
You need to be above 40 degrees, and you need to start on a Friday afternoon, like after 12. And you probably want to be done by Sunday morning so it has time to dry by Monday morning. I would assume that you need 2 of those tools for cutting everything out, and you need to account for that in cost if you need to. You know, a lot of the dudes just use a knife, and they use a small pry bar,
Yeah.
and they just go to town on it. You know, they get on their knees and they walk it back, and they knock it all out. That'll save you $500 not having to buy 2 of those tools, but you can rent 2 of those tools for $50. You
Yeah.
know, so you don't have to purchase them, but
Well,
should- you should have a little cost involved here.
let me check the price for the material.
MP1,
And, for the tools and everything.
expansion joint, the little foam rollers.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to buy small cans, you know, for MP1, so I need to buy the big ones.
Well, there's a lot to cover too. So
Mhm.
I think, you know, if you're using those big bottles, I think you probably need 15 of them or so. Uh-oh. Hey, that's Dr. Lance. Hold on. Doc's waiting for us. Doc's waiting for us. What's up, Rodriguez? Hey, man, you want to say hi to these people, bro? They're listening to all of us right now. Look, this is Jesus Mucho Chingon motherfucker right here. Uh-huh. All right. Morning, CC.
You too.
Rodriguez. Genus. These are all just the people that are in their
Is it
chat.
YouTube?
Yeah, this is the YouTube, bro.
All right.
You should do this when you're on your jobs. Just,
Uh-huh.
you know, when you start an area, you know, just put your phone over here and just watch it. You ain't got to come look at it or nothing, dude. People will be fucking watching you all day long, dude. I shit you not, dude. They'll watch anything,
How
dude.
many followers do you have?
Not many. I have
Many?
2,000. I feel like that's a lot, but
1,000?
I feel like that's good for a white boy. I don't have any dance moves. I'm not good looking. There's like 17 things I don't have going for me. So 2,000, I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ah, she says hello, Jesus. That's CC.
Easy money or easy boy?
CC.
Oh, CC. I thought you say easy.
All right, you want to run over there or what?
Yeah, let's go.
No, that's way off in Benbrook.
Yeah, because I
Way
need
the hell
to.
in Benbrook.
I need to start working. I have a project close to the Dr. Booty house.
Yep.
It's like a 5 minutes. You know, you see the
Highland Drive,
fiber,
couple streets.
fiber plates?
Yep.
It's close to there.
Those motherfuckers digging the holes all up and down the road been pissing me off, dude. Hey, this is it's kind of a far way. We're 30 minutes from there, 20 minutes from there. It's not down into Granbury, but it's past Brook. Yeah, it's off of 1187 out there. It's down. Come on. Don't be afraid to drive fast, bro. Hermana, Hermosa. That's Jesus Rivera. He always knows I'm doing this live stream shit, so he doesn't care. My other bosses, they care. Kate got in the truck one day. We were out at the job site while we were still building Mansfield, and I had her on the live stream. And she got in the truck and she was motherfucker, blah, blah, fuck this and fuck that. And she says, are you on the live stream? And I was like, yeah, dude, why are you cursing like that? Why are you doing that, lady? Since then, she always checks when she gets in the vehicle with me. You running a live stream? No, damn. I already found out. I learned my lesson. Now we're going to one of the doctors that obviously I work for, but you know, he is one of the doctors that works for my boss. So he works for the head doctor. And of course, you know, for me, it's not just my boss I take care of. You know, if my boss has to do an extra surgery because this dude is out because he's having problems at his house, then all I got to do is go solve the problems at his house. My boss doesn't have to take on extra cases and everybody's happy. You see how that works? There's some rules to making money. There's some real cardinal rules. So first thing, you can find something and make it better. All right, you can find something and make it cheaper. You can find something, make it cheaper and better. All right, so that's like your first rule. The next rule is to be valuable to others. So save other people time, save other people money, and save other people stress. Time, money, and stress. And so these are ways to increase your value and increase the money going into your pocket. And again, you know, find something and make it better and cheaper, or you know, both. And then of course, to make yourself more valuable, relieve people of time problems, stress, and costs. That will increase your value. So that's what I do for the doctors: time, money, and stress. Now, you know, of course, if I'm not good at what I do, it costs them extra money. But if I'm good, it costs them less money. See? So that's the way that goes. Time, money, and stress. It's that, or you find some way to make this giant air conditioner on this 18-wheeler cheaper. Find some way to make that person in the white SUV speed up further. Of course, Jesus, he's too Mexican to do that shit. He's not doing that shit. He's not doing that. He went all the way around that thing. Jesus is an illegal alien and one of my best friends, just so y'all know. Just so you know. He is illegal as fuck, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Sooner or later, they're probably going to try to haul his ass in. It won't be today, but right now, he's not in good shape. He's not safe. He got a wife and kids here and everything. So needless to say, he's not out racing around and speeding and shit like that and trying to attract attention, right? He's trying to not attract attention. what's that say? That sucks. I'm sure he's a hard worker too. Jesus is a very hard worker. He's good too. Jesus grew up in Mexico at his father's auto mechanic shop. And he rebuilt wrecked cars and did the paint jobs on them. And of course, in doing so, he became absolutely fantastic. Vehicles are one of the hardest things to paint. So painting a wall or a building or something like that is easy by comparison. Easy by comparison. And Jesus is excellent at both. I'll tell you a story. I had him out at one of the doctor's houses. They had this really sharp red SUV that had like sparkles in it and a little bit of a two-tone. And I mean, this doctor's SUV was like $150,000 fucking dollars. And I invited Jesus over to look at it, and I just say, you know, what do you think about this, you know? And he says, oh, no problem, Bruce, I can do it. And I looked over at him all sideways and gave him the side eye. And I was like, Jesus, dude, you can just skip it, dude. You don't have to do this job, man. You can just skip it, dude. You don't have to. He's like, nah, Bruce, I got you. I can do it, no problem. And sure as shit, dude, he did a fucking badass job. Not only that, but he went to the doctor's house and did it at the house. Right there on the spot in the garage. Did it right there. No problems. No paint booth, none of that shit, dude. Just this badass. Just this dude. Bad to the bone with a paintbrush. A sprayer, really. Oh, wait, who's that? Win, what's up, yo? Christina, hello. Win, where you been? I hope your husband's doing well. I hope y'all are doing great. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I popped into your stream not too long ago. I didn't say very much, but I seen you in there doing your thing. I like your husband. He's good to chat to. I like him. Seems like a good guy. I bet you think so too, of course. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. One of the good ones. One of the good ones. Ooh, there's a copper right there. Jesus right now is like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, we got the coppers. That's gotta feel all sorts of weird every time. Every time. This is Benbrook Dam over here in the corner. Maybe you can see it. This is Benbrook Dam. That big hill-like looking thing is actually a dam that let water through. You see the dam part right there? That's the dam part. You'll see the hill kind of cuts off. There's Benbrook Dam. It floods over here basically every big rain. Get a floodplain through here. They also got a super sweet little golf course here that's cheap to get on, and a nice little driving range up here for us too. So all these kids are here for the soccer games this morning. All these cars, you see it all? Kids playing soccer. You see all that? And then up here, everybody will be playing golf at the top of this little hill right here. Here's all the golfers. Everybody's already parked out here. They're hitting the driving range. and they go hit the big golf course back there. They got putt-putt, driving range, and a 9-hole course that you do twice. And then this is the YMCA over here. Benbrook's a very active little community with plenty of things for the kids to do and stuff. Tama, hello. When we are running over to one of the doctor's houses to give him a little help with a window. We're having a window problem over there. Oh yeah, Win, I'm sure. You got him out in one of the leagues over there or something. I forget where you guys live, Win. Sorry. You remind me where you guys live. I know it's here somewhere. I just don't know where. Daytona Beach, you're over in Florida also. So Mitchley has an aunt that's in Florida. Gus is right there in Georgia. I am from South Miami Beach, so that's where I'm actually from. We're on the road. We can start speeding now. This is 377. It goes from Benbrook to Granbury. And the speed limit on it is 70. Well, it's 55 right here. Here's the backside of the YMCA. I got baseball fields out here, all that sort of stuff. YMCA over here takes up a lot of space. They got pool. They have a pool, big giant pool, like an Olympic-sized swimming pool. And they additionally have rock climbing walls with the little gears and everything for the kids and stuff. So they got everything up in here. Here's one of the schools, and this is a middle high school. So it's like a combination of middle and high school. It's supposed to be nice here today, but below freezing by Sunday, Monday. Ridiculous. Yeah, we are all headed to the cold. We are all headed to the cold. I need y'all to hang tight for just a moment, please. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I needed to get my maps up real quick.
You're back online. You should reach your destination by 8:47 a.m.
8:47 a.m. Should be there in 6 minutes. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What's the temperature out there, Win? How's the temperature out there? Here, it is cold. Well, what I call cold anyway, 46 degrees. 46 degrees. It's plenty cold for me. I can't stand the cold. I like it for a little bit, like for a week or something. And I like seeing snow for a little bit, for like a week or something. I would really prefer to visit snow and visit the cold rather than actually live at the cold. Yeah. I don't like the cold weather, man. I don't like nothing about it. I can dress a little bit better. That's something to enjoy about it. That might be something to enjoy. There's nothing but land out here. I see it ain't nothing out here. There's a few places, you know, a few neighborhoods, but for the most part, it ain't nothing out here. What's up, Mary Vic? Mary Vic. Oh, wow, you say it's cold for you.
Take your next right onto Farm to Market 1187 East.
Ooh, take my next right on the Farm to Market 1187 East West. The dude in front of me doesn't even have a car in front of him for like a quarter mile.
Turn right onto Farm to Market 1187 East.
He's just an asshole with his brakes. Oh yeah. We're almost there. We are almost there. This is a nice neighborhood. I've been over here a few times. This is a nice neighborhood. I helped him get his irrigation all fixed up, a few other things. Shit, I even caulked this window up once. And I guess it held for a little while. I put a thick ass, ugly ass bead of caulk on it too. They live down here in the country. This is what I consider country. You got all these farm type areas. This is called Richardson Ranch right here.
In half a mile, turn right onto Bella Flora Drive. Turn right onto Bella Flora Drive. In 200 feet at the traffic circle, continue straight to stay on Bella Flora Drive.
We got a security checkpoint here. Oh, there's more than a few houses in here. As soon as we get past this little security building, you'll see them. It's pretty nice in here. Howdy do. Man, I'm doing good. I'm Bruce, and Jesus is behind me. We're going to see Lance Bernard. He should have called.
What's your last name?
Wayne, W-A-Y-N-E.
And what's a good address for you, sir?
My home address?
Or company? Are you with the company?
Yep. So you can do 6024 Verandas. That's Fort Worth, 76132. And Jesus works for me.
What was the street name again?
Verandas, V-E-R-A-N-D-A-S.
And what did you think your name was?
Bruce Wayne, just like Batman.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Bruce Wayne and Jesus showed up at the same time, bro. It's a long day for y'all.
Yes, sir. Gotcha, my man.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
And that's him right behind me. Here comes nice houses. Here comes nice houses, y'all. Hold on, let me close this thing. Nice houses. Nice cars. That's a Porsche coming at us right here. That's a Porsche SUV right there. They got like a little trail walk all in their neighborhood here through the trees and stuff. These are all real nice houses. Really big yards, nice trees. Like here's this thing on the corner, Jesus. Look at this thing. That's the type of patio that I want one day though. See that patio right there? So much money, I walk out of my bedroom onto my sweet ass patio, naked. This is like a filthy amount of money though. So this is a $1 million house that we're going to. And it's right up here on this curve up here. Shit, this black and white house right here is $1.5 million. $1 million. And if you don't pay for it outright,
In 600 feet, turn right.
You're probably going to be paying more like 3 times the value. So that's also the way that works. And that's our destination right there. Yes, sir.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
I know, fuck what, I'm here. I know. But we're gonna run up in here real quick and find out what's what. Yeah, I know I'm here, dude. I know.
Turn right toward Bella Flora Drive. Then you'll take your first left onto Bella Flora Drive.
Alright, let's do this, dude. Let's do this. Let's go see what this doctor had to say. All right, boss. Here is our problem. This has been a problem since the builder built the home. Okay? So,
What happened with the new builders?
they suck. They suck at everything. They're not really builders. They're all liars. They passed the test. They got their license, and that was as good as they ever became at anything. It super sucks. So this window right here fucking leaks, dude. This front window, dude. I've been out here and caulked it up, and it's been leaking ever since the house was built. All right. Most of what you see inside is down low down here. But you can see, I went through and I sealed all this up, dude. That's me right there. That's me. You can see it, and I did a good job too. And you can see it, I put it on thick, dude, and I went through, I made sure it filled up everything, right? But there's a lot of shit like this, right? And I don't know where the water is coming in. I have a sneaky suspicion it's coming in on these 3 pieces of wood here, right? As those go into the brick line, and there's no damage up high. All of it's down low. I can't figure it out, dude. So I need you. Let's go look at that damage on the inside. Maybe that'll give us a better thing. He said we can open up sheetrock if we need to. So whatever, dude. If you want to cut a 1 foot rim out around this thing, we can. Now look, you can see where that shit got remortared right there.
Yeah.
You see all that?
Yeah, I see.
So I think on top of those 3 pieces of wood, you're gonna find something.
You never tried this?
Huh?
You never tried this?
Have I ever tried that?
Yeah.
No?
No?
You want to eat it? You're gonna eat it in front of me?
It's pretty good, man.
It's pretty good?
Yeah.
You fry it up? Serious?
No,
Are you serious?
I'm seriously.
Serio?
Yeah.
Es no comida, amigo.
Yes, sir.
It's
Not this one.
it's only when you don't have
Not
food.
this one because this one is too old.
Oh,
You know?
when they're young?
Yeah.
Well, let's go inside real quick if you want. There's a little bit more stuff at that other window right there.
You need to try with onions,
Onions?
jalapenos, and tomatoes.
Cactus with
Cactus.
onions? Okay.
We cut the cactus
Yeah.
first. Then I cut it like a
Like eggplant
pico
or
de
something?
gallo.
Okay.
You know what's a pico de gallo?
Yeah.
Right? Well, pico de
No,
gallo.
I ain't
with
that white, bro.
cactus.
I'm not that white, bro.
Pico de gallo with cactus. Man, that's pretty good.
It's
man.
good, huh?
Yeah.
Pico with
Seriously.
cactus, huh?
I'm seriously.
So that ledge right there, the upstairs window, not tall enough, not with us. I mean, we're welcome to come back if we need to, but
Okay.
so that ledge is a bedroom, and there's no damage up there. So the damage is all like right down here. Let's get in here and look real quick so we can get a better idea. Oh.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How are you, sir?
Good. Come on.
And
This is Montana. Hey, be
oh
nice.
yeah, he's awesome. What's
Yeah,
up, buddy?
he's-
What's up, buddy?
Hey, is this Lance? Yeah, come on out.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. What's up, dude? Morning. How are you? Sorry to invade you so early.
You're good.
I got Jesus with me. He's better than me, so.
Hey.
It's cool.
Yeah.
See,
So-
Jesus, we don't have any damage up there, dude. Nothing.
Well, so they've redone this like 3 times.
Oh,
No, they've
Usually-
redone this one time.
Well, they've done different things on 3 different occasions. But you can see, usually we'll start,
Yeah.
we'll have something here.
Yeah.
You can see up here, it's wet.
Okay.
And it'll come all the way down. And then usually, we'll
A little ponding right there.
like I say, normally it'll get real wet through here. There'll be standing water, like literally standing water here. And like I say, the baseboard, you see down here the basements, how they're bowed.
It's only that corner.
It's only
not-
that, yeah,
not
it's
here?
only been that side.
It's only
Like,
been this
where
side.
it's basically where you can see where the arch, like where it connects to where it's straight.
Yeah.
That's mostly where it
That's why
starts
I,
from.
you know, that's why I think it's that piece of wood. It's
Wood.
dripping on that arch right there and running down.
Okay.
But that's just a guess. Clearly,
Yeah,
clearly
and
it's
that's
just a
where-
guess.
yeah. But
What's
yeah,
up,
but
dude?
nothing. I mean, there's a
My
little
buddy.
cracking at top, but it also has an arch, and I expect there to be.
Yes.
So after a really good rain, like we'll have
Yeah, the last one-
like standing pooling water here. You can come in and push on the drywall and you can push a hole in it. And then again, the baseboards will,
So that like chunk over there, the baseboards, the drywall right there, like this patch in the inside has been replaced one time because it was.
well, I will say they've replaced interior work twice. Like baseboards, this piece, and the drywall. They've done it twice. One time they came and they took stone off the wall. Like they actually took stone
We
on
can
the
see where they did all that
exterior.
mortar work.
So they did that once. And then I don't know what they did the next time. Do you? They didn't do that,
No.
but they did interior work, and I don't know
They
what.
yeah, that I think they
I want to say
only
they
down,
sealed.
maybe, but
something.
they were only down low inside because they took this off because this was all molded because it was wet. But they only replaced down low.
That damage right there makes me feel like it's still coming from
It's
above,
above.
right there.
Yeah.
Right. Like, why would I have that much damage right there? Right.
And
I can see water
I know
coming
it's
out of
getting
that.
wet here, but
Yeah.
we don't ever
Well,
see anything there other than you can see the cracking. I don't ever really see anything there. We actually see like after a good rain, this right here is soaked, standing water
Go,
here,
bro.
and this is
That's
soaked.
you.
Like this whole area here is soaked after a good rain.
That is not good. So y'all want a new window?
I mean, if that's what we need to do, I mean, I just don't know what the problem is. And I also, you know, if you
How much of this sheetrock are you guys
like,
all
what
right
is
with
this?
us
Like,
cutting
that's
out?
not normal, is it? Like when you see,
That's like the aluminum frame of the window filling with water. This side's not doing it at all.
I've never seen that.
I'm not either. Like that's got to be from it being wet, right?
Is that glue?
That's for the water.
Is that glue?
No, it's not glue. It's something else. Looks like tobacco.
But it wasn't like
Stuff
that.
something in there?
It wasn't like that. It happens like it wasn't like that originally. Like that's happened. That's some type of mildew or something from it being wet. I think.
You know what? I see it right here. You know,
Sometimes to the
you
left.
have it in here. Probably it's in the
Right.
right in the middle. The water's just only run to this way.
So it would make sense if I push my finger in right here. This is where water drops onto this ledge.
Yeah, and I've actually seen it beat up, water beat up right there in that corner.
And look right here. You see it's just running down.
Mm-hmm.
It runs down this wall here. So we think you want to give this a try. You want to maybe hop up on that big stud that's sticking out of the wall. That stud might be the
That
issue.
might be it.
Upstairs, I think I remember.
Nothing, yeah.
Nothing.
So,
No.
so that's a
Like,
window above
Yeah,
us
that's
up
a
into
window.
another room,
That's
right?
our kid's bedroom, and I've never noticed, and I'll come look at this, like that last big rainstorm when it
Can
really
I open
did.
that window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Is Peyton there?
I don't know who's up,
Let me see. My son
Make
may
sure
be
he's up.
sleeping there.
Oh,
Let me just.
but yeah,
Yes,
but
yes,
I've never
hold on.
seen
So
anything.
what he wants to do is
there.
open the window and
And-
look outside.
Yeah, look outside. See
Yeah.
it.
So we can bring a big enough ladder to get up there. So,
I mean, we've got it.
You got a ladder?
hey, we'd love to
Yeah,
carry it around.
we
We'll
do,
carry it
yeah.
around.
Not you. You stay there. Hey, you stand. You stand. Yeah.
I didn't know you had one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Peyton's up. So.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, we can open it outside and I can get up there.
No, I think
Yeah, I don't if it were that.
Yeah, hold on.
it's also better than ladder.
You're both a lot better at all of this than I am. So. Yep.
I feel like it's got to be something right there. You can see all the work they try to fix it.
Yeah.
It's all right there. It's not turning down this lip right here, although it may be
I
on
think
top of
here-
this.
Yeah.
So the very first time they ever fixed anything,
Yeah.
we had very, very minimal water damage on this side, but there was water damage the very first time. And when they fixed it from that point forward, we never had any issues on this side, but we did on this side.
Well, the concrete here is loose.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like a probably 1 inch.
You got your phone? Can you take a picture?
I mean, at this point, I don't even know.
Those are decorative.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even care about those things.
You know, some people go down to like one of the stone places and they'll pick a decorative stone that's not real
See, no-
thick.
It's not water in that side.
Not really.
Very, very minimal if we've ever seen it.
Yeah, because that side is, I mean, he got a little bit crap, but not too much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that one is, for me, it's perfect. But this one, that one, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's probably coming from there then.
Hey, Seuss, can you make it up to that next ledge up there?
Yeah.
Can you make it to that ledge up there? You see
I
where
can
the
open that
white
window.
is cracked? Hey, we got 2 cracks in the mortar there on the right hand side.
Here?
And then one more a foot over from there also. Like 4 bricks over, you got another crack there too. Can you get up to the top of that window up there?
I can.
No,
Well, I can open that. We can open that window.
Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. I seen him strap together multiple ladders to make it up somewhere. That's what I've seen him do.
That caulking in here, that is terrible too. And then take a
Sounds like they
filtration.
just did a great job. Sealing all of ours.
So probably the water run for here too.
But yeah, like we've never there's never been any issues up there.
For me, I would advise that if we're here working on it,
Yeah.
we put the ladder and get the rest
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
I agree.
Just
I
really
agree.
look at everything, you know.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
And Mila Jefe, across the top is this brick right here. How do we look up there, like under, just above the
Here?
lights? Yeah.
Nah, here is
No cracks.
Yeah, no crossing.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
What would you suggest to do with those? Remove them and do something different?
And just do like decorative stone or something.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
can
I mean,
actually-
we might be able to just seal it up and get it right.
You
Okay.
can just put a silicone around the.
Any chance you got something that'll seal up that wood too? You see it, that big split that's on the top of it there?
So that's my question. I do like these,
Yeah.
but I mean, if it's gonna continue, it's like
Be a
hey,
thing.
every 5,
Right,
10,
right,
every
right. It's
5
gonna
to
be a
8
thing.
years. Now listen, I'm not looking for. I don't want to create work.
Yeah.
But whatever you think is gonna be the best thing, both in the short and long term.
And you
You know,
know,
say, hey, we can seal that up, but in 3 or 4 years you're gonna have an issue again. I'd rather just do it right the first time.
they have stone places that you can go to, and they'll mold of things for you too, you know, a little star on it or whatever you might want, right?
Yeah.
But you could probably pop that thing out and put it in. Now, I don't think that those are support, but I don't know that. Okay, so when it's pouring down rain, it's just going right in there. It goes in right there.
And that's on that one.
And this
So
one,
just-
right here.
Yeah.
So the now one, the middle is that one. So that one is more bigger,
Which would account for
Which would account for
why
being
we
this.
have
No.
more on
Yeah,
this
that's
side.
it.
Mm-hmm. This is the window, the bottom of the window.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be my recommendation.
Seal
Get
that
that done too, you know. No reason to have a dude doing silicone 4 foot away from that, you know. What do you think? Can you use MP1 up there?
Yeah.
Something really good like that?
Yeah, it's better to use MP1
Okay.
and
Yeah, MP1 is what we
these
use in
3
concrete,
bins in the
Okay.
window.
commercial buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere use that in there. It holds up, you know, much better than this other stuff.
Okay.
So this other stuff gets kind of hard and it starts to get brittle and crack out, especially if they bought cheap caulking like Walmart caulking, right?
Well, I don't even know if they even caulked it the very first time. That's
Oh,
one
they,
of the
they
things.
did. That's them for sure. That's,
They came
that's
back
the
out.
builder.
They came back out. Oh, the window for sure. But I'm talking about this one.
This
the first time-
ridiculous caulking is
The
me.
first time they came out, they didn't. They said, "Oh, we forgot to
Thick as my
nobody caulked
finger,
it."
that's me.
Yeah.
that was
It's
me
like,
trying to
these
make
aren't-
sure
these aren't issues
that we
either,
didn't
is
have
it?
this
Looks like
anymore.
somebody came and put something on these, and they keep cracking. That's not an issue, is it? These little.
So the window frame should be built to leak water back out the front. You see, you got
Yeah,
little
yeah,
weep
That's what
holes.
these little things are.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what those are.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's supposed to go inside that frame and come out. It is actually supposed to do that though.
So you don't think the window is an issue at all? The
Hey.
window itself?
I mean, we could just put some clear over it just to
Because
make sure.
The 2 things I know that they haven't done, we've never addressed those, which I know was one of your concerns the first time. They never addressed these. And then we haven't done anything to window. They've come out and messed with the stone, the zip board underneath. They've done all that. They've done all that.
So I'm just gonna guess here that those are your contributors. You don't have enough water for there to be some other big thing. I know
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
water. I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
saying you don't, but
Yeah.
you
No, I know
don't
what
have
you're saying.
major damage, you know, your sheetrock's not falling off or anything.
Yeah.
So that stands to reason that it would contribute the amount of water that we're looking at.
Okay.
Jesus, could you also just pick up some clear for these?
Yeah.
And just, you know, good measure, just get them tucked in.
I need an empty one in there.
Probably clear,
Yeah.
probably
That's better.
need a clear for that.
And actually, I think it's better to silicone around the whole window, you know, and the top too.
Yeah.
And these 3 beams.
You don't like my work? You don't like the work I did? Come on, man. Can't believe you.
So what should we do as far as addressing these long term? That's, I guess, is that the first thing we need to do, is figure out what we're gonna do with those?
I would say let's see, because the cheapest thing is
Seal
to
it
not
and
move
seal
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
seal it and see if that gets you through the
Okay.
season. You know, we'll be in
Okay.
spring pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hate it that you had to deal with this, but I think you're doing really well coping with it.
Yeah.
So if it happened one more time, we.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, then we know that,
Listen, we've
okay,
been
hey,
dealing
it's
with this
not
for,
that,
how long
yeah.
we been here, 9 years?
Yeah, so this is.
Like, from the day we moved in, we had issues, so it just took them a year and a half. The first time it took them a year and a half to get out here.
So,
And they tore the stone off right up here. You can see where they were.
Yeah, yeah.
They took the stone off.
Well, and the fact that we don't have like a wall caving in, this
Yeah,
isn't like,
yeah.
this is my kid's bedroom.
kind of
Nothing,
mine.
yeah, it's kind of a like,
we don't
okay,
even
let's
use that
figure-
room. We're just, my
So-
kid will study in there,
Yeah,
but
so-
So
we
here's the
can-
next thing, you know, we can
Okay.
address the outside. And Jesus is excellent. I mean, he works on little vehicles, houses, everything, so he can get your interior stuff too. So whatever you might need in there, you know, just in that corner. It didn't look like he had a serious amount. You might have some sanding or something that goes on the baseboards, but
yeah.
you don't need to
Well,
replace
we-
those baseboards or anything, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta pull it?
Yeah, that baseboard is it's like a cardboard. So
Oh.
Yeah.
as soon as the water
Hits it?
going-
It expands?
it expand,
Okay.
no matter what, I send it like 2-3 times.
The Bondo
It's
not
gonna
gonna
spin
fix it or
again.
anything. But it's also probably cheaper labor-wise, right? To just
Mhm.
get a new one? Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
we can do the outside.
And I think it's better to
readdress
to
later
put
on
the-
the
Yeah,
end,
and
whatever
that's-
you-
That was
Yeah,
kind of
and
my
that's-
thought. Let's do the outside first.
Yeah.
And make sure it's working,
Okay.
and then come back.
Yeah, I
in.
think it's
The
better.
problem is when it's been fixed before, we don't know until we get really good rains. You know, like it rains all night long, like not just a little sprinkle,
Yeah.
but like
Well, it takes
It-
time for it to hit
yes,
there.
for
And
it
you
to
don't
pour
always
down
get
rain.
this direction.
if we get one of those deals where we'll have in this little ditch right there, it'll be full like that. We'll get that kind of rain.
Oh,
where
the
it'll
kids
drain.
out there?
I'm telling you,
This drain over here on the side of our house will be
Yeah.
like, we'll have 3 to 4 feet of running water after it rains for 2 or 3 days
but yeah, like
straight.
I said, I noticed it, I purposely came in here and checked that Sunday night, big overnight rain, and that's
So-
the worst I've seen it in.
We
She's
have
the one who
these-
usually notices it because I don't ever go in there.
Yeah,
She's like, hey,
and, I,
come
and
look
that's
at
what I
this.
said, I just wanted to go and just like, you know what, we've been talking about it, let me go and see if that did it, because not all of them do, but that,
This is something that nobody has to be home for. So
Yeah.
he can pop in over here and knock all this out pretty quickly.
And you think, obviously, the easiest thing is just to seal
So,
those.
yeah.
Would is that more of a short-term thing, or is that something that, like what I'm
should've been
saying
done in the
is
first place with the
we do all
next-
this, then we brace the inside, we spend some money, and then again, 3, 4, 5 years from now, because I know wood is gonna rot and look like what, you know what I mean? Like, I liked the idea when we were building it. I'm realizing like maybe I should have just.
It's an extra thing.
It's an extra thing to worry about. If we just put a
Kinda-
stone, if we just put done the whole thing in stone,
Yeah.
and not, we wouldn't have to. We might not be dealing with this.
How
At
old
all.
is the house?
Correct.
2016.
2016?
Yeah, it's like 5 8 years old. It's
5 years?
10 years.
No, almost 10.
So as much as I do like the way it looks, I just don't want to be dealing with this in 5 years from now.
The functionality of it is
Yeah,
as
it's-
such, but
Yeah.
you know, the MP1, and we use that around all the commercial windows and stuff.
Yeah.
So even at work, right?
Mhm.
We're looking at all those windows, and it's not like if you walked over even OSMI Fort Worth,
Yep.
right? 15 years old, you can walk over the side of one of those windows. That MP1's good still.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And so it could realistically solve you for an extensive amount of time, and then you know what the fix is too. So if it ever
Yeah.
comes in, you say, "Oh gosh, that thing must be cracked up there," you know.
Yeah.
Personally, I would tell you, you know, if you don't mind chucking a few bucks at it, a stonemason's probably a better suit. But Jesus is very good and can probably do it, but a piece of stone to set in there, or one of these bricks if you got more of them. It's just a little challenging to find the right size and stuff when you're dealing with products that are already
We used to have a
prefab.
lot of this, and I gave it all to my dad.
Ah.
He used it all.
And
He built
yeah,
a little retainer wall.
There you go.
I mean, we've got a few little stones.
Not big. Nothing that size.
We've got just a few little stones.
Yeah, it's like nothing that size.
So what is it out in Keller? I used to go over to a stone place, and they like fabricate the walls that are stone walls, the
Oh.
pillars hold them up
Yeah.
and stuff, right? The rails, right? So they fabricate all this type of stuff, and they can literally give you a 1x1 that fits in there. And maybe it has, I don't know, a
Yeah,
star on
just
it for
whatever,
Texas
yeah.
or something, or maybe it's a blank. It might look funny blank, but you could put a tan one in there, like the
Right.
color of that,
Yeah.
with like a little star on it. Now there'll be a little deprecated. Dave's patio is closed down, but it's any of these concrete places, and I don't mind looking for a few sources for you.
I think the problem is the silicone. It's pretty old,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I removed just that piece, and I see the gap between the brick and the window.
So it's large up there.
Yeah.
Up top. Maybe you need me to do the caulking work, because I can put a real thick
That's it.
bead on there.
Hey, we can't see that.
You see,
Oh yeah.
so you see the gap between the brick and the window. Yeah.
And although you don't see it in that bedroom, that might be because it's just running straight down.
Yeah.
So the inside of your wall is running
Yeah.
straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so it passes between the floor easily, right? No collection points. And so it
Yeah,
just
just-
keeps going and drives right
When
up.
it may run down to this thing and then run off this way.
That's
Like it
exactly
hit this,
right.
it
Yeah,
hit this
it's
little.
just if it's worse on
If
the
it hits
side.
that underneath
Well-
and then runs this way.
And on the inside, for the first 2 or 3 foot right here, you show the damage. You don't show it over here, but if you go back in, you'll see the cracked caulking
Yeah.
running across to about right here. So, what do you think, Jose? Or Jesus, you can come over and do all of it?
Yeah.
Get it fixed up?
Yeah, I can put a bucket in there. I mean,
It's got to
the
be
empty
40
one.
degrees, right? It's got to be above 40.
So that won't be until mid next week.
So, and I think he's pretty slammed right now.
Yeah,
But
There's
but
no
yeah,
rush
which-
on
no,
any
yeah,
of this. This has been like this forever.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all 3 of us in a group text message.
Okay.
And when you can get it on your schedule, just shoot out a word to Dr. Lance here, right?
Yes, sir.
And he'll call the security guys at the front for you.
Saturday, next Saturday.
Next Saturday, 77
77.
degrees.
So I think that's the perfect day.
Does that work for you guys?
Do we have anything?
I was like,
I mean, y'all don't necessarily have to
yeah,
be
let me-
here for
yeah,
this.
let me just,
you
yeah,
know?
let me.
So, for sure, I mean, anytime.
Yeah, next Saturday should be fine.
I know you
That's
got a
fine.
Christmas party Friday,
Yeah,
but
20th.
that's. Yeah.
Do you want to plan on that? Or just plan
Yeah,
on
next
that?
Saturday.
Okay.
Okay,
All
that'll
good.
work.
Yeah, that works.
You'll bring ladders and all that.
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, I'll bring my
Put the
ladder.
up and
If
stuff.
not, we've got that one on the front garage.
Yeah, no. we'll
That
bring
side door's
ladders.
unlocked.
And then Bruce, if it was you, just that. I'm just wondering if I just don't want to.
Come
Again,
to that way, right?
10 years of doing this.
Caulking is not a 100% safe.
I know, I know.
But
But I'm
caulking
just
goes back.
wondering.
The NP1 is pretty serious stuff. Now, you don't have it right here, but typically this is where it would be. And so that would be down, you have NP1 over, you'll see it all over the ground of the door at the mile.
Yeah.
Especially at the sidewalk, at the door, everybody enters that,
Yeah.
the Lucy punch there.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll see that sidewalk separated. Water's penetrating there, the sidewalk's dropping down, the curb's staying in place.
Yeah.
So you see what happens to the NP1 over time. That's, it has to have movement and stuff going on.
Yeah.
I don't see that you have actual movement going on.
No.
You see what I mean? So
I
the
just figured at
NP1
some point that will continue to rot. Water, it'll absorb water.
What I would do is do the steel pin, and then you could go find some stone that
Okay.
you wouldn't mind right there.
Yep.
And later on, maybe it's next year,
Yeah.
get you out here again. I'm pretty sure you can do a stone replacement right there, right? You can open that up and get that piece of wood out of there.
No. I never do a smile.
Okay. Well, who
No,
doesn't?
honestly, no.
Hey, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, I mean, it'll look like I do.
It's,
you know,
it's
we
one
try.
of those things where like, I can do it, but that's how I am. I'm like, I can do it. You don't want me doing that.
That's me over at 566 and I talked to Ruthie, and I said, well, I mean, I can experiment at your super city building.
Yeah.
I'll do it, I'll get that to you. But it'll be an experiment. So, you know, I would address it for the
Okay,
immediate
yeah,
thing.
do the seal, see if that takes
And
care
then-
of the problem.
You know, I'd tell you, you know, over the next year, you develop a different plan than, you know, permanent solution. But I really think the MP1's gonna last you a long time. With no structure movement, tearing it apart.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it should sit there 20 years. What do you think? MP1 sit there a long time?
Well, that copy, the old one is MP1. That one is MP1. This is like a 5 years old, the house, you say? 5-9 years?
Almost 10.
10 years?
Almost 10, yeah.
So
10
it's-
years.
It's like at least 10 years.
I think the,
You know, the problem is that the sign,
And this is, yeah, we paid for that, so we did.
Making the
We
afternoon.
did all the.
that's the problem.
Yeah, and then all the rain that comes from the west usually, so that's where we'll get,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, oh yeah, and it roasts in the sun in the summer.
on occasion, you will always have a painter on site. I'll tell you that's when you want to address other painting jobs.
Yeah,
So
just
if
combine.
you got something in the closet.
So, you know, this side looks great. If you go to this side of the house, you'll know, like, this side looks okay.
Northwest.
We've got some issues, you know, the mailbox kind of could use some touch up work. Definitely need to have somebody work on our culvert at some point. If you come to this side, that side looks great. And you come to this side. Look at our house. Chimney, the donut there. Oh, that's just needing to work. That right there.
Just so you know, I do used to do all these things for you, so.
Okay.
I use
Okay. Well, one of the things that I noticed they did with other houses and did not do with ours was they never primed our brick. We have red brick underneath there. Should we move it? Yeah. I'm sure that's all. It's probably like that on every single window.
Well, and it's gonna start taking on other stuff. Mira, jefe. Vente aquí, por favor.
But I don't know what's going on on some of the sections. They put a, what do you call it?
Stone sealer.
No. I'm talking about the paint.
yeah, actually, the window for the dash corner too. Got more of it.
I'm sure they did the same thing on every window.
Well, it's just a matter of just breaking down or not.
Yeah.
Some of them are probably okay. Like this one doesn't look like it's well, a little bit. What? I think maybe the thing to do would be to look at the bottom of each of these and see if there's something that you can do about it. It might be good to, you know, let them have his way with the windows.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
I
Whatever you think, I'm good.
I don't know that, you know, things like this, like I might be here right now and it might not be leaking, but in 6 months you might call me and say, Bruce, we should have done it, you know? But like this and this crack here kind of lead me to believe that you're going to have more trouble here or there, you know? And this is kind of normal, 10 years.
I mean, so
I
yeah,
don't- I don't feel
our
like it's
house
too
is
bad.
10 years, yeah, like, I feel like it's time we're gonna start.
Whatever you
I mean, you
think.
got the sun in here, so.
As
Yeah.
much as you think needs to be done, I'd rather you just take care of anything you think needs it when you're here.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus is extremely good. I've never known him to give us a hard time. He does all of 5, 6, 6, 8, all of Lucy Word.
Well,
the
that's
house,
at
everything.
this point, I'm kind of let it get more chipped up, but at some point, I'm gonna want some painting.
We're gonna have to.
I
do
was
the whole-
what I was saying was the primer.
Yeah.
Most of the time when they took, because our brick was red, cheap red brick, since they were painting it, but they never primed any of it. They just came out. They just came out. And, well, I say most of it red, some of it was brown, but most of it was red. I think that's from weed eating, but you can be up on the chimney and here and start to feel like
No primer? Is that what that is? There's no primer? Is it just straight paint?
No, it's not primer.
They didn't prime it.
Yeah, 'cause we watched other
We
houses in the neighborhood.
we
get-
watched them prime other houses. They never primed ours. They just painted it. They never primed the brick.
That's not cool.
Needless to say, we really.
And
like the
again,
neighborhood.
it looked good when they got done,
Yeah, of course.
but
Of course.
so we've got it all around the house. But most of it's on down low where the weed eater hits it. But like if you look up here, we've got more. Now the other side of the house looks great. It must be the way the wind blows and that kind of thing. But up here, you know, we've got some stuff as you're coming down this way. You just want to see what's peeled off. But at some point we may have to do that. We just have to stage some of this stuff.
Hey, since you're able to work on them tiles, okay? Walk on all that, put a ladder or whatever?
A little bit dangerous, but we can figure it out.
Well, we don't have to do that
Okay.
part right now. I mean, because honestly, at some point, we might just, I don't know what it costs to touch up versus do the whole thing. At some point, I thought, as it looks worse, because this is going to keep happening no matter what, because this is the weed eater. This is the weed like that. There's no way around this. I've got it real bad in the backyard around the back of the house. But again, it's just where the weed eater hits it. That's what looks bad when you're driving around the house, you know. But-
Don't come to our house from that side.
But honestly, I feel like it's not bad enough to do anything. I'm like, do I let it get worse and then just start from scratch and like do a primer or, you know, start from scratch and repaint
You
it?
can't put primer over that, right? Because it's just going to fall off. It's got nothing to lock onto, right?
We need to do the power washer first, then let them dry like a couple of days. Then we need to start scraping.
Oh, you have to scrape it all off.
Yeah, not the whole
A
house.
lot's going to come off with
everything.
the power wash.
Yeah. Then we just primer and paint it.
That sounds
That does sound expensive.
like I know.
It is.
Which we know it, and that's what
Yeah.
it's.
No, I know.
You know, I don't know that touching up, you know, obviously if we just did like a bottom row there, but, you know, if you had somebody crawling all over the place and doing all these things.
That's what I did last week. We happened to stand right in this house.
On the
Yes.
shelves, yeah.
Okay.
So we do a power washer first,
Mhm.
and the power washer remove all the
Okay.
so then primer and paint.
Yeah. That's probably
I was like, yeah,
that's like third or fourth on my list right now. Like
Yeah,
the
like-
windows number one.
that's like a.
The crack
You
culvert.
don't mind
probably
focusing
number-
on windows when you come over, do you?
You want to do the whole windows?
There's like 70 of them. So we take a little walk.
Okay, yeah.
you okay?
How's the journey?
I've noticed you're gonna have problems like that. It looks like, you know, a foot down or something on each one.
I mean, you can start up there too.
Some of it you can go over so you don't have to chip it out, right?
Probably. I gotta take more time today just here too.
And not
I'll
all
do
the
scrapers.
Yeah. They need to get a bag of sand and fill with soon too, so that they
Snake, that's where we go. Yeah, no, it's good go.
well, take a look, dude. I bet every window is gonna need it. And you can't just go over that with a thicker bead. That way you can skip the
I
scraping
mean,
part.
clean it out before.
Like here?
Yeah.
You have to get
I
it
need to scrape it this right here, then I do the top. It's not loose like here. That's perfect. We just clean it off and
go over
put
it.
a little bit bigger, you know.
So there's a lot of things. Have enough money for things like this? Automated screens for your patio that go up and down. What's up, Vicky? What's up, Craig? Bruce, it could be foundation issues. Dig 3 foot down And water sealed porch. No way, dude. It's not moving enough for foundation issues. It's not moving enough. And how's this door? Oh, this door is sweet too. Jeez.
This is one piece.
No, I don't think so. Not like those German doors out at the house, dude. You have to have those shipped around the world, though. He's not lying. It is probably that weed eater that's hitting all that. I didn't think so on the other side, but on this, yeah.
That's for the rain. It's not for the weed. I mean,
Right.
it is because the guy he'll just farming.
We need like 15 bottles of Coke for this. But right there too. Oh, did we close that other gate over there?
Close?
Yeah, we can go through here. I just didn't know if we closed that other gate or not. Doesn't reach. I need like a piece of 2x4 right there or some shit. Something to extend that out. It can't be moved, it's welded to that other piece there. Well, it's definitely some window work. I don't know. You think you got a day out there?
I have not noticed any other leak in the entire house other than that one. And the other thing too, and I remember this, when they were putting it in, they would complain about that window. Before they ever put it in, I'm like, man, it's so big, it's gonna, I don't know if it's multiple windows, I guess, put together. And I always wondered, because now, even from the beginning, they didn't say when we designed it, they didn't, when we picked it, like, none of that. It wasn't until
The installers.
they went to go and pretty much, and they were like, so it makes me always wonder, like, is there something wrong with the window, a connection point or something like that? Because they complained about that window before they ever put it in.
It's a one piece window, but honestly, it's a cheaper.
It's what?
This is a cheaper
Yeah.
windows. It's like a plastic. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not metal.
Yeah.
So
But-
kind of just up to you guys. I think if he addresses all of the windows or a great deal of them,
Mhm.
especially the bottom floor, I think you're looking at a day he'll be out here.
Yeah, that's-
It's not into the world, but day at a time, you know. But,
Yeah.
and of course, he'll bring all the supplies and do all the stuff for you guys. If you just want the front address, I think that he'll be here a couple hours. Gone. But, the other windows do need it. As you kind of walk around, it's not into the world stuff. He's gonna hit it with a scraper in the parts that are all loose up. And he's just gonna hit it and you can go to the next, you know? But I don't think you're in such a bad spot to do that. If you got a guy out here. I don't think the increase from what you're looking at there. to
Yeah.
Get them all done is gonna be.
I said, let's just give it.
You think you can do it all on that Saturday?
Yeah.
Or- okay.
Yeah, I'll bring another guy with me.
Y'all do it
There'll
all?
be two guys in here.
Okay.
Yes.
And he'll just charge you guys direct for it. So.
Okay.
Good? We'll be back
Do you
Saturday?
need any other information or like?
I'll shoot it over.
Okay.
When I send over that group text, I'll get you the address.
Yeah, but I don't need an object. I mean, I was probably gonna take a piece of paint to try to match the color for the actual one, you know.
Okay.
This was,
Is it
called-
two pieces?
yeah, the color that we used to paint was called stucco. That was the color of the paint.
Yeah.
I think it was Sherman, was it Sherman Williams or
No,
PPG?
they used PPG and
So-
then color matched it
So
to
we
Sherwin-Williams.
picked Sherwin-Williams stucco, and I think they did a color match and used PPG.
And I got rid of that a while ago.
So we picked stucco from Sherwin-Williams. Because my cousin used to work at, like, on one of the Sherwin-Williams. So we chose that, and then I guess the builder had a connection with
That's
PPG.
what they always do.
So they just did a color match, and I think they used PPG paint, but it was the color was called stucco, was the color of the paint. Okay, through Sherwin-Williams.
That was also 10 years ago. Yeah.
It's
It
funny,
seems like a
is
pretty basic color.
I keep all the paints for these buildings filled out, right?
Yeah.
And then 5 years later, they're ruined.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Looking
what
at it, like, look at the
I
paint
had
job
all of
every building.
ours,
Yeah.
and that's what I finally took him to the, after like 6 years of sitting here, I finally took him to the side
I
of Fort
literally
Worth.
have the whole back of a truck
Yeah.
painted between all the
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah.
And all of it.
You keep that. Well,
Separated
we had
in
different
it,
paint
you
for
know.
everything. The interior's a different color, the baseboard's a different color,
The ceilings
the
are
ceiling's a different color,
Yeah.
the paint on the outside of the house is a different color. It's like,
Exactly
holy crap.
right.
Yeah, like I said, I finally was like, there's no reason for me to be having to deal with
When
it.
we redo the interior, I have no idea how we're gonna do that, because that
Two
was,
colors, all right, just
yeah,
save yourself.
yeah. Well, it
Well, and
was,
that's what we had, we did this, because we got 3 paint colors, so our ceiling and our walls are slightly different. And it's the same accent code in all the rooms, because that was the one thing. And I say
That's
that
all you
before.
need? Yeah. That's it?
Man,
Yeah, that's it.
okay.
See, that's when you're a pro. When you're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a whole brick.
I didn't even know you. I didn't even know you could sample
I mean, I
that.
need just check the color, you know.
Just a little.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thank
I
you.
appreciate it,
Nice to
yeah.
meet you.
We'll be here.
Absolutely,
We'll
thank
be
you,
here.
Bruce.
Nice to
Man,
meet you, man.
I'll be there.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you then.
you're way too kind, Bruce. I couldn't even remember you. I talked to him at the Christmas party.
Yeah. I was like,
Bruce
hold on, I
remember
got
texting
something
me the
I
other day.
gotta
I'm
do.
like, oh my gosh.
I
I'm like, there's
called
really
him
no rush.
first.
We've had this problem for 9 years. We've been here.
We'll get it knocked out. Easy enough. What's going on with your tree over there?
That's dead.
It is.
Yeah, that was one that
It is. I was like, it's a little
the place
exploded.
over here was going out at the where the what do you call it now? The Earth Landing Gardeners. It was a tree place.
Yeah.
It's now a stone masonry type, not
Oh,
masonry.
you might check with
Right here at
those
the
guys
corner.
for this.
but, well, that's true.
And they
The,
might have stonemasons too. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah, the Clearport.
Yeah, right up here.
the Clearport,
Clearport Materials.
Yep.
So we
So
bought the
that's what
tree.
we
They were
got.
going out of business. They were selling to Clearport,
Okay.
and they had that tree, and it was that
So
size.
that's Darren McClure,
No,
Clearport
it-
Materials. Yeah, he's got
Well,
the
that
one
didn't
over.
come, the
in-
tree didn't come from Clearport.
I'm talking about the tree came from the person who sold to
The
Clearport.
Earthland Gardeners
Okay.
that was-
Okay.
They used to be Earthland and Gardens. Anyways, it was a big mature. They looked like that, but
Yeah.
better. And it had already
That
been
thing
pulled
is
out of the
gorgeous.
ground. It was just sitting in the ground, and they sold it to us for, I don't know. I think it's normally like $3,000. They sold it to us for like $1,200 or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, that's great. They came and put it in the winter. It never did anything
Oh,
and died in less than a year.
dang.
I called them back because they'll usually have a warranty, even if you get like half. I have their number.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What do you want us to do? We're not doing that anymore."
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it never survived. It's only been there a year and a half, but it was put in. It never made it. Never.
That's wild.
They
That's
put it
wild.
in, and it never bloomed. It never did anything. We've only had it for a year and a half. So now I'm like, people call me all the time. You want me to remove the tree? I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to figure out what I want to put there first, and maybe probably have the person who puts the new one in take that one.
That's exactly what to do. Get a
So,
warranty on
I
it.
just got to figure out what I want to put there next.
All right, guys.
Again, lots of things to do.
Always.
Trying
Have
to
a nice
stay
weekend, guys. We'll see you next weekend for sure.
sir.
And I'll get a text message out. Cool. You got everything you need from him?
Sure. Well, not everything.
All right, boss.
Just the money.
Just some money.
All right, Bruce.
All right. Have a good weekend, sir. And I'll shoot out a text probably Monday with everybody. Okay. Yeah. That okay? You want it today? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Te gusta mi truca? Yeah. I got a new engine in it.
New engine
Remanufactured.
and transmission.
I rebuilt that the year before, so I had that rebuilt last year, the end of 2024 in September.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet for my birthday, 10 grand. And then this year, right? Same thing. October came, $8,500, and they screwed everything up, and so they had to replace the engine. That's how bad they screwed up. Well, I'm driving.
After 1 month.
5 weeks.
5
5 weeks.
weeks?
I count it every day, bro. I count every day.
All right, Bruce.
Have a good day, sir. Yes, sir. You too. What's up? I'm here for the live stream. I don't want to see an imprint of someone's ding-ding. What's up, people? I'm glad y'all are still here. One or two of you, maybe nobody. Looks like nobody. Let's get out this neighborhood here. I don't actually know how to get out of this neighborhood without busting U-turns and everybody's lawns and stuff, but we're gonna try to find a turnaround spot here and try not to use anybody's yard too much. Maybe there's a turn here. I don't like going in people's yards when I don't have any business there, you know? All nice houses everywhere though, huh? Okay. We'll both just sit there pointing at one another. It's your turn. No, it's your turn. That's Jesus. I'm glad y'all got to see some of what I really am out doing throughout the day and stuff. Problem solving is really what it all boils down to. I'm out there creating solutions for people. Let's do this. We got 17 likes on the stream today, man. That's all right, dude. That's hella good for a white guy. We've been on the stream for what, 2 hours? Okay, or is that an hour and a half? No, that's a straight up hour and 37 minutes. So that's just 97 minutes. $97 minutes. What's up, people? What's up? Who's here? Who's here? Chat break, or am I just alone? It's all right. I like being alone. We're good. I want to make sure chat didn't break. Security guard's always super cool with me, so he's always super chill. Let's roll. On the road again. Hold on. All right. What's up, people? I'm in the clear. Yeah. So I have work today, and now we're good. I'm off work. Now I'm off. Go. Let's go, green light. Come on. There we go. It's very nice of you. It's very nice of you. Let's go, green light. Oh yeah. On the road. On the road again. I got an old friend that lives out here, Tom Jesquire. He's a salesman. Well, he was then. He's probably not now, but he sold jets for Lockheed. This man knew 6 languages. And of course, 6 countries he sold jets to. Extremely, extremely smart. Extremely. He had a DeLorean in his garage. Car from Back to the Future, a DeLorean, dude. What's up, CC? CC, I think you're the only one here. Means you must be the boredest soul out there to be hanging out here, listening to me talk to people and stuff, and myself. Sometimes I have full-on conversations with myself. But I am clear now, so like I'm clear. I'm done. Work is over. It's good because I slept like shit last night, bro. Oh my god, I slept bad. They're turning all this into places to live. All land's getting flat and everything. Oh my god. Some more work I can go get done today. A lot of driving, Mansfield and Decatur. I think I'm going to do Decatur tomorrow. And then I will do Mansfield Monday morning. I think that's how that's going to go. Hold on, what's that say? All good. Just doing stuff around the house. Are you a weekend warrior? You always getting all your work done on the weekends? I do mine every Sunday. All my chores get done on Sunday. House chores. I mean, I might pick up and stuff throughout the week, but I don't do any like serious cleaning. But on Sunday, everything gets cleaned. Look, you can kind of see downtown Fort Worth from here. No, I guess you can't. My camera does not zoom 50 miles. You are now entering Pembroke. I'm glad you built your fort. You know, my fort is a little bit of a backache, though. I don't like having to bend down to go into the damn thing. And you know what it's for, right, Cece? Because I smoke cigarettes. I'm trying to have a little warm area so I could not be freezing out all winter, right? And I do that. I don't smoke inside. This junky ass truck I smoke in, but if I had a new one, I wouldn't smoke in it. But I typically don't smoke inside, and so that's to like keep me warm. But you know, and here's an adverse effect that I didn't consider. You know, I don't smoke inside because I don't like everything smelling like cigarette smoke. But inside that thing, everything smells like cigarette smoke. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't like cigarette smoke, but I smoke. It makes no fucking sense, bro. I'm gonna find me a girlfriend. I'm gonna quit this shit, dude. Quit smoking. Find me a chick to spend money on. Between the two smokes, and I smoke cigarettes, and you know, between you and me, I smoke weed too. But between the two smokes, there's a pretty penny that gets spent every month. And I'm thinking that the money is starting to become more important to me than the other. you know, than what I get for it. That, and I don't like everything smelling like damn cigarettes anyway. So maybe that's gonna change. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I started this when I was 12. I was 42. I figured I'd be dead by now. Was never supposed to make it this long. Down. Down. I had no long-term plan that included 50 years. I mean, I had a decent plan, but geez, 50 years, I didn't plan for that. Look at all the kids playing soccer. Man, look at all this. This is just a field of children out there. The cars are one thing, but back past the cars, you start seeing all the goals and stuff. The field is covered in kids, bro. This is literally like 400 cars and like 500 kids, dude. They're everywhere. Parents lined up, bleachers, everywhere. What's that say, CC? Hold on. Active parents, dude. I really like that sort of thing, man. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't even know there was a choice not to do sports. That's not how my family worked. They were just like, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Like, so stepbrother and I, we signed up for every sport there was. We played lacrosse. Highlight. You know, this is down in Miami. Those are sports down there, but you know, we did it. You know, we were at the YMCA. The schools didn't do a lot of sports in Miami, but the YMCA did. They did every sport there was, and they were all the size of that damn thing. And so they had football fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, giant pools. We were on the swim team. I mean, we did everything. Everything. We did not get a choice because my father and stepmother both worked. They used the YMCA as a babysitter. That's what happened. We get off school, we got picked up and dropped off at the YMCA, and that was like Mary Beth's lunch break. She would take it late in the day and take us over to the Y. The YMCA either had after school programs or sports, and so we, of course, were always in the sports, which you know, to be real honest with you, made us fantastic little athletes and stuff. You know, my kids will never know that you have an option to play or not. It'll never be like presented to them in that nature. It'll always be like, hey, we're going to sign up baseball. Oh, I don't want to play baseball. All the kids play baseball. You're going. Come on, let's go. You know, it's going to be exactly like that. There's never going to be like an option for it for my kids. That or their ass is going to be fishing. They're going to be productive little kids. Little men. They'll be like 5-year-old men. I can tie that hook on the fishing pole. Give it here. Pretty sure that's what I'm going to do with my kids. They just won't really be the choice option, as I'm going to call it. I think that's what's really wrong with, I feel like it's wrong anyway. What the fuck do I know about being a parent? But, you know, I feel like it's a little wrong. Like the way we give these children these choices. They don't fucking know. They don't know shit. They don't know shit, bro. Shit. Izat, what's up? What's cracking with you, yo? Izat, don't have to call me Mr. or Sir because I never went to school. don't have that title, and I'm not married. So, thank you though. I will settle for Batman, Bruce, or even Spike. That was my childhood name, Spike, when I was a kid. My hair was all spiky then. Try to raise well-rounded individuals. That's right, dude. That's exactly right. I never even went to the same school for more than 2 years. So I met all sorts of different kids, all sorts of different parents, and additionally to that, I played by weight. So YMCA down in Florida is all by weight. It don't matter how old you are. Like, they wasn't going to have no 18-year-olds on the field out there with you, but, you know, for all of us, like little 14-year-olds, 12-year-olds and shit, we played by weight. So we were in weight ball. Shit, I weighed 150 pounds at the age of fucking 12, dude. Huh? I was big, dude. I was not a little kid by any standard. By any standard. I didn't bully nobody, though. I wasn't a bully. I'm too nice to be a bully. I'm not really bully people. I bully people who bully me. I'm not so small that I don't respond. You know? I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Look at apartment land. This is apartment land, guys. Land of apartments. So the first buildings kind of start there, right? And then and it's as far as you can fucking see, and you certainly can't hit a golf ball that far of any type. There's no ball that you can throw or kick or hit with an item that goes that far. This is just on and on. Good Lord. Where are all the trees? Oh, just wait. I'll tell you what, here in a minute when I leave this gas station, I'll take you for a spin back here. This is apartment land. There's a lot of space between us and those apartments too. It doesn't look it on the camera here, but like there's this little hill, and then there's every bit of a football field in between us and those other buildings. Even the little building that you see right here, that's like an office or something. There's 100 yards between us and it. That's a football field. You can't throw a football that far. You can barely kick one that far, if so. And down here, it just gets bigger in front of those apartments. Like, so those are closer to us than those. And everything is being built out. Everything is being built out. I'll show you. Wait till we make this turn here in a minute. It's amazing. They kind of do. That's where everything's going to. There's too many people, and there's not enough houses. So you can build one of these buildings, you know, it might have 15, 20 units in it, faster than you can build 15 or 20 houses. Way faster, like half the time. So Texas also doesn't have much of a choice. So right now, yes, we're building houses, but we're putting up apartment buildings at a ratio of like 20-1. So for every house that we build like 20 apartments. Units, just the unit itself, 20 units. I'm not saying 20 buildings, like you see, but for every house that goes up, it's about 20 apartments that are going up. And what's real fucked up, check this out. This is gonna tank your mind. All right, now I don't know, you know, like how many sisters and brothers you have, or I don't know how many sisters and brothers your parents had, but my father had 5. I had 4. My grandfather and my grandmother came from litters of 10, right? But the girls these days think 1 child is enough, right? So this is all being built for all those boomers that came in and then they had 4 or 5 children each also. That's all of us that are going to fill these. But the generations that come out of this are single child homes. So in 50 years, what the fuck are we gonna do with all this shit? It's all gonna be empty in 50 years, dude. 80 years, maybe it's 50 to 80. That's enough for 3 generations. So a generation is typically 20 to 25 years, right? So you'd have a kid by then, right? That means your next generation has been born, so the generation you're in is over. So it's typically 20 to 25 years. So by the time I have to be in a senior citizen center, we're not going to be able to fill all these buildings. We're not going to be able to fill them. They'll be handing them out like candy because it's that or bulldoze it and sell it for something, you know? Oh, they're at a serious low. You have, all right, so, and this started basically, if you Google it and you know, whatever, I'm just talking here, you know, I don't have any real opinions, but it started when women left the house. All right, women left the house, cool, right? So they're not building families anymore. So that hit us for a percentage right there. And then of course, you know, we're all still trying, you know, and from the depression till now, you know, went from having 5 or 6 kids, maybe even a dozen fucking kids. You had to keep in mind back then you had to work your land. You know, you had to do more farming to do better. And free labor was your children. Free, straight up free fucking labor, dude. Like little slave children and shit, right? But all the farms, that's how it worked. All the daughters worked inside the house. All the sons worked outside the house. That was it, period. And you would hope to have 6 sons so you could get 6 more acres going. So you could get 6 more fields of corn going, right? 60 more heads of cattle. But then my father's generation, 5 kids. So grandma came from, you know, she actually came from 12. Grandpa came from 10. But, you know, so 12 to 5 is over a 50% loss. And then, so my father had 4, right? But from us 4, there are only 3. So whereas if we were going to match him, we'd have 4 kids each. And so there would be 16 children from us 4, but there's only 3. Isn't that amazing? So that next drop is more than 50%. And so, you know, if you had 100 and you took away the first 50% from grandma to father, that puts us at 50%. Then you take another 50% of that leaves you at 25%. And it is not going up. People are getting more and more scared to have children. There's more and more strife going on. All these jobs that they are creating, it's not like they're paying $100,000 a year, so it's not like you can afford to have 6 kids. You know, so you know, they're creating jobs, yeah, at Starbucks. $12 an hour, you can be a fucking barista. So, you know, all these buildings, they need them right now and for the generation after me. But past that, shit, these 20-year-olds ain't out there having 6 kids. We know 30-year-olds and 35-year-olds that keep saying they're waiting. And I'm like, waiting on what? Your fucking cooch is going to expire any day. You know, and I'm not trying to be rude, but science is science, you know, like there's not a lot of 45-year-old women having children, you know. I get it, no big deal. There's not a lot of senior citizens having children, right? Shit, men break sometime between like 45 and 60. Shit, their dick don't even work, you know. So this whole waiting game is not waiting, it's wasting. It's different. It's now these are not actually options now. You see what I mean? So they're not viable options once you're like 40 to have 5 kids. You know, so that's very concerning, very challenging. The top 10% can pull it off, right? But the bottom 80 struggle greatly. And sometimes when they do, they have children that aren't going to be making more children. And I don't mean nothing bad by it. It's just nature. It's just science. But trying to fill all these places that we need today is going to be an impossibility then, because there's not going to be anyone around. I call it 50 years because the generation younger than me, they'll be in their 20s, turn me in half, that's them, 20, 22 years old. So the generation behind me is like, no, dude, I'm waiting. No, I don't have 2 kids. I don't have any kids. Oh, I only want 1 kid. And half of them don't understand that means that they're depending on that one child to take care of them and their partner in the future when they can't take care of themselves. It's completely crazy. I would say so. A lot of people out there unable to perform, and I don't think that impotency is the only issue. You know, I think the other issue is affordability. Like, you know, you hear about a lot of, you know, parents with 6 kids, they're on welfare, right? They're getting housing, they're getting food. Like a lot of us can't go out and do things like that. We can't go make decisions like that and just like throw ourselves under the bus and shit, you know, and hope that we're going to get a handout to feed our kids, you know. No hairs. Hires. Horrors. So yeah, you know, it's just rough math. I'm not doing any serious calculations or anything. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that we'd be able to fill thousands and thousands of apartments when, you know, for the most part, it just kind of seems like women, and I shouldn't just say women, men too. Men are avoiding having children, and women are too. Like we're just evading it. Like, no, we're not fucking prepared for this, you know. And the boys that we're making today, I don't blame them. Like, they don't look like fathers to me. And they were for a long time, like the generation behind me, like the next generation, the 22-year-olds, those dudes, they were eating steroids or something. These kids are big, right? But the next ones, these 10-year-olds and 15-year-olds that I'm seeing, they ain't never going to be over 150 pounds and 5'5". Like, there's no fucking way. They're going to be little tiny men that aren't out there in the workforce. They can't swing a fucking hammer. They can't dig a ditch. We need AI and we need machines because these fucks are getting weaker. We have gone backwards in our peace. That's exactly right. I get it. It's a valid observation. And you know me, I'm a nice guy. I don't mean nothing derogatory towards men or women, but it is what it is. Science is fucking real, and the numbers don't make any sense. Wait till we drive around out there. You'll see how vast this is. I guess I could have done that instead of sitting here and finishing my smoke, but I stopped here at the gas station so I could re-up my smokes, and yeah, I just started talking. So hold on, let me run in here and we'll get this show on the road. Dude. We'll go see apartment. It is literally a fucking city of apartments. The city. That is literally what it is. It just goes on and on and on out there, and they're everywhere too. We got a whole new highway that splits through town right here, Chisholm Trail. Nothing but apartments being built on it. Nothing but apartments. Hey, how are you? Good. May I do the Marlboro special there? Select light shorts, please. 2 packs. Yep, that's the ones. Doing all right today? They treating you all right?
Yeah. How about you?
Oh man, you know, same thing, different day.
It's 1302.
I like that savings. Thank you. I pretend I'm not cheap, but I am.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Take care, man. All right, so from here to that water tower, way the fuck out there. All right, we got a highway in between us, and then they're plotting for apartments all through here, dude. all through here. Endless apartments. Endless. Oh, hey, I'm trying to get in my back door. I'm trying to get in my back door. I'm gonna drive from back there. All right, so let's go check this out. This is like super serious, yeah. Super serious stuff going on here. Jenny, hello. Hello, I hope you're doing good. How's it going? Thank you for hanging out. Let me get you fixed up. There you go. Now you are blue. You are free to subscribe and interact with others. And you know what? We're in Fort Worth, Texas. And I am about to illustrate how serious of a problem we're having. So just so you know, people are moving from all over the country to Texas. And they are doing this right now specifically because Texas is taking in all of the major corporations, and with them they bring all the jobs. And so all these companies from New York and California are pouring in over here just every day. Big Lawn, what's cracking? So just every day, all these companies are pouring people in over here. So you see this big ass field on my left here, right? It's got a gas pump station in it, and that's it, right? They're gonna turn the rest of it, it's available to purchase right now, and they're gonna turn the rest of this to apartment or residential of some nature. There might be some commercial here on the corners. Now, a lot of what they're doing here in Fort Worth is commercial residential combinations. So you'll have shopping on the bottom with living above it and like a garage built. One of the things that happens there is your footprint doesn't get any larger, but you're able to pack in more people, which inevitably means that your footprint does not get larger, but your income does. You see how that works? See how that works? Right? So check out this turn right here. We got this first field with which they hadn't really started developing yet, and it's got this gas pump station. And then here to the left on the other side of the road there, apartment cities. Cities of apartments. All right, so you got this big gap right here after this fence. So all of this will turn into apartments. All of this already is. Big giant gates on them. You know, this is called Stevenson Oaks, right? Stevenson Oaks Apartments. That's a Methodist community, is what it fucking said. I don't even know what that is. You gotta be Methodist to live in there. All right, and then this is a residential neighborhood packed in right behind it. Right behind it, house after house. Look how close the houses are to one another as well. Super sweet neighborhood. I don't even actually know where this road goes, so we're gonna drive down it. All right, this is called Tavallo Park. T-A-V-A-L-O. Tavallo Park. You still can't get away from the thugs walking around back here. But house after house after house. I mean, it's still going. It's still going. It's just still going. Look. And all of them are full. Okay? Every fucking one of them has somebody in it. All right? And every single one of them are expensive as fuck. We're talking about $400,000 or $500,000. And by the time you pay off your loan for that, you're talking about $1.2, $1.5 million. And it's still going. I've been driving here talking about these houses for the last, oh, look, you see, we're right into building them right there. That one's getting built, right? We finally dead end down here. We finally dead end. We've been driving and talking for like 3 minutes down this road at 30 miles per hour. And it's been non-stop houses. This is still Tavallo Park. And these aren't like little tiny houses or anything either. These are like 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, a big den, a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen room, and a formal dining room. It's just on and on. Look, all right, so there's more apartments out that way, right? We hadn't even gone over there yet. But all this land, you see it's all been worked already. It's all flat. Happening in Florida too, huh? A lot of people from NY and California, they sell their multi-million-dollar homes and live cheaper here. That's exactly right. What the fuck, Methodist community? That's exactly right. That's exactly what that shit said. The Harrington or whatever the fuck that was back there. All that land and these houses are a stone. That's exactly right too. But can you imagine how big this neighborhood would be if they had yards like that one neighborhood we were just in? Here's another one going up right here. And then this will probably be all houses, but look, apartments over there. And this, you know, I'm running around the rim of this neighborhood here, and it is just on and fucking on. It's all built in. They're having to build schools inside the neighborhoods because there's going to be so many kids living in here. Like in 5 years, you won't be able to drive through here without there being like somebody that you have a problem with. All right, here's an example. That car's parked on the side of the road. That little thing's parked there too. And if 2 people try to drive through there, you ain't making that. You ain't making that without like brushing mirrors. This one's sold. It's sold already. They ain't even got the damn thing built, and it's sold. David Weekly Homes. That's the builder down in here. David Weekly. This one's built and not sold. You can buy one, get one. I wonder if we can, hold on. Let's go do some due diligence here. Let's go do some due diligence real here. It says that we can take a pamphlet. It says that we can take one, so let me go take one. We'll just see what that shit says. What's up, Kuya Willie? There's the take one file right there. Alright, so that piece of paper has no valuable information on it. It's just a picture of the house and a picture of the 2 guys selling these things. And you wonder how much they thoroughly inspect these new homes. Oh, they don't. They don't. The inspectors suck. And the people building them suck. I could probably walk out there right now and start just telling you problems with this foundation framing. And you see the next yard has the foundation framing all in it. So they're about to pour concrete for that. I could walk through there and tell you they fucked up all sorts of things. One, they're on top of the ground and they haven't dug down at all. You can see that right off the top. Hello, King Kuya Willie. Brother Willie, how's it going? Alright. And so the bricklayers over here, they've done something wrong. And I ain't saying it's bad work, I'm just saying something's not done right. I'm saying it is 100% something not done right. But you see they're just packing them in. Packing them in. Every lot has been basically like, they're building it because they know it's going to sell, right? But you can't get cars through this road here. And I would be like crazy pissed off if I spent $500,000 and, you know, there's people parking on my curb. And yeah, it's my motherfucking curb. You know, some people look at me, they're like, Bruce, it's not your road. And I'm like, yeah, it's out front of my house. My visitors should be able to park there, but they can't because the neighbor has 6 fucking cars. You know, like, you know, he's got, you know, 10 kids over there, you know. Everybody's got a car. One of the ways they did that was they stopped building houses with pools, and now they have like a community center, which is this thing right here. So let me just zoom in on this. This is like a community center out here. That's big and beautiful, right? Now you need an HOA to run this motherfucker. You know, you need an HOA, so now you got HOA fees. They got a pool and stuff in here. So what, there's that White House, those trees are the edge of the pool area there. And then they have this really giant indoor compound there. Who knows what the fuck that is. But it takes an HOA to run that, you know. You don't put no employees in there, it'll be fucked up because humans fuck shit up. Alright, but this is like another phase of this. This is a fully developed phase down here that I'm driving into. And mind you, this is the houses. I gotta try to find my fucking way back out to those apartments. This is Ladera. Actually, I'll tell you what, I think I'm just going up. No. Alright, so there's a damn giant church or something right here. Great Hardy's Lakeside. What is Great Hardy's? Is this a school? This is Great Hearts. This is Great Hearts. Oh God, and here comes Apartment City Nation. I think these are schools. Yeah, these look like schools to me. See that neighborhood wall just goes on and on back there. I'm too zoomed in right now, I'm sorry. Alright, so here's the start of apartment complexes. And this thing almost looks more like a senior citizen center. And it is called Affinity with an A, Affinity. And it's way back here. I bet you don't get no buses back here. And all this land right here is slated for apartments, right? And here's the rest of apartment land right here. So it's starting right here. So this is apartment land. Everything across from them. Shopping, more apartments, right? We've got a big railroad that comes through here too. Oh my God, look at this. All right, so it's like townhome type things on the left here. Like you would see in like San Diego or something. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to each. So it looks like 4 to each. And then apartments slammed up right against it. Isn't this insane? This is just fucking insanity, dude. Oh my God, HOA, probably at least every bit of 200 at least. But that's all, that next road right there, it's all these duplex type things too, quadplexes. I mean, they're nice, you know, look, people parked everywhere. This place is full. It's absolutely full. Like, some of these places have waiting lists to get in and stuff. All right, so this is this apartment complex. That's a different one. And then that over there is the original one we're looking at. But here's another one, right? And they're so deep too. Like, and this is called, well, it's brand new. That's what those flags say, brand new. And this is Altavalo Park. You see, and look right here. They have this big center of the park feature type thing. And there's a little lake in there, so there's water down in there. Oh, I hit that curb. There's water down in there. I think you can kind of see it. And then they've got like that pavilion set up over there. And you see that pavilion and the sidewalk that racks around it. And I mean, can you just imagine trying to get out of here at 7 a.m. and you've got all these fucking tiny streets, 7,000 people from those apartments trying to get out here. And these things, they don't even have price points listed for the apartments or the houses or these like duplexes back here. It's all leasable stuff, but they don't seem to have anything up. You know, like usually at the front of a neighborhood, it'll say, all right, well, these are, you know, from the 200s or something. Nothing like that. And, you know, these are 3 stories tall. The next one over here is 4 stories. Jeez, yeah. It is just on and on. Just absolutely on and on. Covered parking back here. Chicks walking around carrying Pampers with them. She got a whole box of Pampers. Hell yeah. Alright, so there's not only that, but you know, here's that big field we were talking about in the first place, right over here, right? But look, boom. Right next to it, they're already flattening this out, bringing rock in. And I mean, it's a whole build zone back there. They already got the tar up and stuff. And this is literally like a fucking half mile down this road right here. And you dead in another construction site over there. And so, I mean, there's going to be 5,000 people back here. It's really wild, to be real honest with you. It's really wild. And so Fort Worth is among the recipients, but we are the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So we include Dallas, right? And we are the fastest growing city in the United States, period. Boom, 5,000 people a day moving in over here. I'm sorry, it's not a day, it's like a week. It's some ungodly number, like 250,000 people a year. And you can't build that many dwellings. You can't do it. So of course they're doing, you know, all this stuff. And apparently Tavallo Park, you can lease any of these stuff, from apartments to houses to the condos and duplexes. That's what that big sign just said right there. So apparently all that stuff is really for lease. It's not even for sale. You're just renting it. You're just borrowing it. And so it's something serious, dude. And it's so serious because, again, the birth rate is down so much. So you kind of question, well, what are you going to do with all this? You know, there's one thing to buy a bunch of commercial property or medical property. It's a whole different thing to be looking at residential stuff, because there's just such a huge gap in what's going to happen to all of it later. So if you're in the residential game now, that's cool for the next 50 years, you know, but after that, you should be in a different game. By then, we'll be building skyscrapers like they do in the Philippines. You got to question, why don't they do that here? Why don't they do that here? There's all these problems. Why don't they have these ginormous skyscrapers with 1,000 people living in them, you know? I am so hungry. I am so hungry. I'm like every bit of 18 hours without food. I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm going to get food right now. There's no other options but go get food. So I gotta go get food. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. What's that say? Yeah, you can look that up on Google. Houston is like number 2 or 3. Everybody's coming to Texas, bro. And so the Metroplex is getting swamped. Well, I keep telling people, sell whatever it is you have right fucking now. Sell it. Bring whatever dividends that you earn from selling it to Texas and buy you a new fucking house. I don't give a shit if you got family, friends, tell them to fucking come too. Alright? Because anything you buy today is going to be worth a whole shit ton more in 15 years. So, and that's a small amount of time to talk about a return. So, you know, most people have returned on like IRAs. It's like 25, 30 years, you know. That's like when you retire. It's like before you die, you open that thing up. You don't open that thing up when you're 40, you know. And so most of what you really see out there, you don't get no returns in 10 years, 15 years. Nothing good, anyway. Oh yeah, we got senior homes everywhere. We're coming up on one, as a matter of fact. Yep, they're everywhere. And a lot of these apartments will have to turn into that to stay alive. Actually, we're not coming up on it. We're on the wrong street. If I take a right here, there's two of them. One, then a neighborhood, and then on the other side of the neighborhood, where we were at that stop sign a minute ago, there's one there too. Man, I don't know what I want, but I'm not a little hungry. I'm not a little hungry. I think I'm going to get some enchiladas. Yep, I think it's enchilada time, bro. It's enchilada time. We are gonna go get some enchiladas, dude. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it just became Mexico time, bro. Get us some enchiladas from Rosa's. We're gonna get 3 enchiladas. Probably gonna get cheese and beef, or beef and chicken. I haven't decided yet. 2 sides of rice, no beans, and some queso and a drink. Hell yeah. So yes, fastest growing city, and I do think maybe I was right. It might be 5,000 a day, because I thought my prior calculations were a lot more extreme than 250,000. And so I had my prior in a million this year. And so either I was wrong then or I'm wrong now. Let's hope I was wrong then. And it's only going to be 250,000. Because truthfully, there's nowhere to hire all these people either. All right? Every company is a little bit of a pyramid. There's a top dog. He's making all the fucking money. There's a couple little underling dogs. They're making pretty good money. There might be a half dozen of them. Those underlings all have a few, like, facility managers or whatever that work for them. They're making a little bit of money. And then there's all the employees. The employees outnumber all those good positions. Oh yeah, 10 to 1, easy. 10 to 1. And so, yeah, you might open 50 new businesses, but it doesn't mean that 50 new businesses have 5,000 roles that pay really well. And why would they? Why would they? You don't need a doctor working at the cash register. You just don't need it. It's just, no, you don't need it. Naturally, that individual at the cash register isn't going to be making much. And they will continue to say things like, see how much that dude is making up there? They can afford to pay more. They're going to continue to say shit like that. We need AI and machines for that much alone. It's because the humans just fucking don't consider that they're not worth very much, you know? You ever say that to somebody, they get all fucking offended. I'm always like, dude, what do you think they require for you to run that cash register there, you know? Gas station attendant's not going to make much money. Stop telling 7-Eleven that they owe you $50 an hour. They don't. You know, your skills are not skills. Those aren't skills. You know, if you can't be taught to run a register, what fucking job do you think you should have? You can't be taught to run a register. That's not a skill. It's just something you learn, but it's not a skill. You know, like I don't think that's a skill set. Being a cashier is not a skill set. Being a shelf stalker is not a skill set. Maybe forklift driver is. You'd be pretty damn dangerous with one of those things, you know. But I don't think unpacking a pallet and reading the name and what shelf it goes on and taking it over there and putting it on there is a skill. It's just not. I don't really care what anybody has to say about it neither. It's just not. I hope you'll move up a little bit more, person. You got some space there. You got a lot of space, dude. Move up. Trying to act like an asshole. And these are landing. Those are landing paid jobs. Yes, better to have a skill. Well, you know, I mean, accounting is a skill, you know, but folding clothes in one of these clothing stores and looking nice, that's shit's not a fucking skill, dude. Customer service isn't a skill. That's just being polite, you know. Be polite. Whatever they need, try to help them or tell them you can't, you know. But it's not like you need specific skill for that. There ain't no classroom for that shit, you know. Even being like a business owner isn't like a skill you can go learn in a classroom. You know, business administration degrees, I don't even fucking understand what they're teaching in there. Like, what, dude? Like, you're teaching me how to do math again? Like, what the fuck, dude? You know, like, can you teach me something else? Like, about how credit works and LLCs? You know, can we get into some better shit, you know? I don't need, like, productivity reports to find out who's failing me. You know, I'm going to be able to see it in the budget, you know? That'll happen when I'm doing the numbers, right? I'm going to see all that shit clear as day. Hell yeah, Rose's Cafe is right here. I'm hungry as fuck. It's 10:30. I hope they'll serve me lunch. And other people are here already. So, you know, hopefully it won't be too challenging to get in. I could do Steak and Shake, but I think they're closed, like permanent closure. Pretty sure they're closed, like forever path. Nailed it. Mostly, I'll have to double check that, to be real honest with you. To be real honest with you, I'll have to double check this parking job I just did. I really need to. Oh yeah, I'm all over this other spot here, so I better fix that. Huh? Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's much better. And customer service can hurt a business. You're sure right, you know? You're sure right. You don't want to just go fucking putting some jerk off at the front door, you know? I'm not saying that you don't need some panache, some pizzazz to be in customer service so much as I think what I'm suggesting is that, you know, anybody can be taught to be polite and ask a few questions, try to help somebody, you know. I think that conduct gets taught to you a lot earlier, to be honest. But, you know, needless to say, these are all jobs that you get trained to do when you show up, right? They're not jobs that you needed to know how to do geometry for, or you needed to know how many 2x4s would, you know, need to hold up 5,000 pounds, you know. But I think what you find is that we don't have access to just 7,000 engineering jobs. There's not just 7,000 accountants needed. Like, Like this Roses right here is a part of a chain restaurant, and they probably have a few accountants, but they don't have one accountant for each location. You know, you'd never stay busy, you know? So even this major place just doesn't have that many damn accountants, you know? Oh yeah. All right, Cece and everybody, we're getting off here. I'm going in here to eat. Dude, I am hungry. And we're going to go in here and eat real quick. And we're going to call this live stream a day. All right. They have great fresh tortillas. That you're correct on. You are correct. We got Brains of the group here who is parking all up against me. And he thinks it's the right thing to do. There's not all those other parking spots right there. Yeah. There wasn't like 40 other parking spots. He needed to be right there. We're gonna hang out for this for a minute and see how this goes. Alright. At least he's a good guy about it. At least he was decent about it. Some people act like chuds, and they're always the ones I look over and just like roll down my window. Like, why didn't you pick a different spot, dumbass? Spike, don't be telling people about that. Y'all be good. We'll see you then, people. Take care.